guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and this is my weekly reading update on, what day is it? May 13th, 2018. God, me and Sundays. It's hilarious because I'm a scheduler. I know this calendar. It's in my brain. But I cut to Sunday and I'm like, I don't remember what date it is. I could tell you it's like Monday. Right away I knew that was the 14th. Couldn't subtract the day. Anyway, it's Sunday morning. Anyway, so I don't have a whole lot to report. I, again, had a really busy week and a couple really stressful days at work. It just turned out that way. I didn't read a huge amount. And then the weekend, or yesterday, I was pretty much a family time and on Friday as well. So I've not read a whole lot this week, but you know, I kind of figured May is always going to be like this. It's always busy for us. Our family has almost like half our birthdays are like May. And so we have a lot of things going on. And so, we're just meeting with family every weekends and sometimes during the week. So like, because my birthday's coming up and my brother's birthday is coming up and my grandfather's turning 100 next weekend. So, which is really cool. So we're having a big party for him next weekend. So there's a lot of build up for that of us getting everything together for that. So that's also more time there. So, you know, it's just a lot of things going on. And May has always just been that way for family wise. A lot of family stuff. And then of course Memorial Day. So, all the weekends are going to be kind of busy with family. That's just the way it is. And, but during the week, you know, it's not supposed to be so bad at work right now, but we've just been really slammed. And I did a lot of long days this last week. And so I didn't read a whole lot. I couldn't read at work. Even, I would say I had breaks, but I didn't read on my breaks because I just did not have time to focus. And the book I'm reading right now, which I'll explain, I really want to focus on it. And I'm having trouble. I can't watch TV with it or anything else or be at work, and it's not working. So anyway, I'll explain more later. Anyway, so I didn't read a whole lot this week, but I did get a lot done on Sunday after I did my filming last week. I spent the whole day at home after that and just read on different things, and it was great. And I actually watched a lot of TV too. I've been binging a lot of television right now. Like, I'm way behind on my booktube watching. I don't think I've watched anything really in the last couple of weeks, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I've been just so into watching crime shows and weather shows and home improvement shows for the first time in like a year. And it's been great because I haven't been watching all these shows. So all of the shows that I watch are like, there's all these episodes to watch. So I admit it, I'm not doing the Netflix binge. I'm doing on-demand binge, and, you know, anyway. It's just one of those things. Anyway, I read a lot on Sunday and then I kind of petered out, but I'll explain more later. So the first on Sunday, so after I'd filmed, I started reading my graphic novels that I got from my library because I wanted to turn them back in. Of course, I forgot them. But anyway, here they are to show. So, Bingo Love, by T. Franklin, Jen Tianj, and Joy San. This was a cute little graphic novel. I really liked it, about two girls who meet when they're young and become really quick friends, and then a romance starts to bloom, and then they're torn away because it's 1963, and that's of course not acceptable at that time. So I love the way this worked out because again, it's the 50 years later and they run into each other again in the aftermath. And I liked seeing the beginning part of the story where when they were young, and then how that all happened, and then how their lives went on, and then 50 years later when they ran into each other again. I really thought this was really well done. I just thought it was cute, and it was sweet, and also it was heartbreaking on how families react to stuff, you know, when they don't think it's right or they don't want to think about other people's feelings and stuff. And I thought it was really well done. I really enjoyed that, and I would recommend that for a quick read. As I said, I really enjoyed that one. I also read this one. I must have seen it somewhere. I cannot tell you where, but it was My Boyfriend is a Bear. This is by Pamela Ribon and Kat Ferris. And I don't remember where I saw this, but I got it from the library. And it really is this girl dating a bear. And I'm still not sure about this one. I mean, I think I enjoyed it enough that I finished it. Like, I read this straight through. Like, I didn't have lunch right away because I was trying to finish the book up. So it was cute in some ways. It was funny in others. And it's kind of like, you kind of look at it like, you really trying to say here? But I think it was really funny overall, and I thought it was fun. It was a good read. I mean, just not, it wasn't perfect. And again, I guess I didn't really, the illustrations are, you know, fair. I guess I didn't really show the other one either. They're I mean, you know, these ones are really well drawn too. So anyway, I don't know. It's just, anyway, I liked both of those, and I read those early in the afternoon, or, you know, like I had late lunch because I was reading those, and it was fun to get through some graphic novels. I said I'm trying to read some standalones, like these are standalone ones, I believe, last I looked at. So it's kind of nice to kind of see those that I can read them in one shot and be done and not get into some series. Because I have some series of graphic novels and stuff that I just haven't finished. And that's, it was nice to get, as I said, I'm getting some from the library. So I do read some of those every once in a while. Because it's kind of nice to cleanse the palette of, you know, books and stuff. So, or, you know, big honkin' books that I read. So, anyway, I'm so rambly today. Sorry about that, guys. So then, for some reason, I didn't feel like picking up a fiction book right after that, after reading those comic books. I don't know why, or, you know, the graphic novels. I don't know why. But I decided to go back to On the Map by Simon Garfield. And I made a good progress that day. I think I read over 90 pages in this book. So I'm much better. I'm now over halfway. I think I still have like 170 pages left of this book. It's just a chunker. Like, it's really interesting, and it's really funny because actually one of the chapters I read on Sunday is actually, I have a whole book on that. So I'm not spoiled for that book because I knew, because it's a history thing. So I knew what I was getting, but it still was interesting. I got kind of a taste of it by having a chapter of it in this book. So because I think I have 4 map books, and I was kind of hoping to get to all of them this year, but I don't know. I'm going so slow with this one. I'm hoping that they're all going to be different stuff in them, but it's kind of interesting when they pick up some of the same things. Like, so I know for sure that chapter is like, that whole book is on that thing. So it'll be interesting. So anyway, I am enjoying this again, but I have to take it in chunks. Like, I think, that's what I'm going to probably do is, just do chunks of it at a time. Cause, I every night I should pick it up and just read a chapter, and I just, no. So if I do that, do it. If I don't, I don't. As I said, this is my nonfiction. I'm trying to get through it so I can move on to something else. I've bought so much nonfiction recently I want to get to. So I need to try to finish this, but anyway. But I did read it on Saturday, and I got a good chunk, and I felt pretty good about that, because it had been a couple months since I really picked it up and read a lot of it. So I made progress on that, so anyway. And then the book that I started last week, and I really thought, oh, I'll just breeze through this and move on. But I didn't, because the week was just stressful and long. And turns out this book, I have to really concentrate. And I think it's really funny because I thought this book would be one of those ones, again, as I said, it would be really fast, easy, no big deal, because it was written in 1941. It's a Western that my dad is making me read, Older Gulch by Ernest Haycock. This book is fantastic so far, and I'm only halfway through, so things could go downhill. But it's so good. Like, I am just surprised at how good this Western is. And the writing is really good. It is so concise. I mean, as a writer, I am not concise, and I know that. I tend to have longer descriptions than I need to, and I like to not tell things, but I mean, like, I like to go into depth on a lot of things. He does really well with just a simple line of conveying so much emotion and action that it's hard for me to have anything else going on when I'm reading this book, because if I miss a line, it's not that I'm confused. I go, wait, I don't understand, and I'd have to go, confused in a different way. It's not like a bad confusion. It's more of, wait, I feel like I missed something. And I did if I skipped a line. And it's, and I do have a tendency sometimes to skip lines. I just, you're trying to get through the story and you're moving fast. So, it was just, this book is so good so far. And not what I expected at all. I'm really enjoying it. It has to do with a man named Jeff Pierce who actually was shanghaied in San Francisco, but he jump shipped in Portland, Oregon, where it starts. And he meets up with a girl who wants to get away from her family life in Portland, and they travel to gold country in Alder Gulch, right outside of Virginia City in Montana, while they're having their gold rush. And it is so, I'm so impressed with this book. I'm so glad my dad made me read this book. So I'm hoping the last half is as good as the first half has been. And I think I'm going to have to not have anything on, no TV, no music, nothing. I just want to kind of sink into this. I'm hoping to get this done today, because I want to move on to other things, and I can't take this to work. I can't focus on it when I'm at work. So, I'm really excited to get back to that. So far, I really recommend this book, but we'll find out when I finish it. But I'm really impressed with that book. Again, it was written in 1941, or published then, and I think the time period is 1863. So just so you know, I think it's really well done. And then, so that's what I'm currently reading and what I've read. So what I would really like to read this week, and this is no surprise because I cannot get to it, but I will read it after, I'm pretty sure. But I also want to put the caveat that I am really mood reading right now in a lot of ways, and doing a lot of things mood-wise, like watching television instead of BookTube, or watching television instead of reading. So we'll see how I feel when I finish Alder Gulch, but I'm hoping I'll finish that today because it's so good. I want to get it done today. But Mortal Tally is just waiting for me, and I'm going to go throw something at my cat. Hey! No! He's scratching on my chair. On my computer chair. Anyway, I just want to get to this so bad. That was a really bad interruption at the wrong time. Oh my gosh, I want to read this, and it's killing me that I've put it off for several weeks, but I really need to get to this because I want to know what happens. And I want to continue on, and I want to, finish out the series here pretty soon. But really, I want to just get this book done, and then I can move on to do something else. But this is hanging out there, and I want to get it done. So I don't think that's any surprise. It just hurts when there's a book you really, really want to read, but you find there's always you're finding something that pulls you away from it, and I don't know why that is, but I really like that book. Anyway. So that is everything at this point. It's so sad. That was, anyway, really long. Sorry, I thought it was going to be a really short video, but I like to ramble. So anyway, I hope you guys have had a much better reading week than I have. If not, no big deal. As I said, it's just, reading is for fun. So the whole point is, I'm going to move forward and try to get some of these books done this week. So we'll see what happens. And, because my birthday's coming up, so I'll be kind of busy. And then my grandfather's big birthday party is going to be next weekend. So there's not much going on that, reading that way, but we'll see what I can get done around that. So we'll see. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.